I'm Adam, the developer of Hammer. This video is an explanation of what Hammer is. Hammer is a tool for building stories and the worlds they live in. It's a free and open source project, and it was my reaction to the tools I had seen out there. Everything is a web app these days, and I just wanted a simple native client to write with, even when I was offline. Further, because it's a client-side app, I didn't want my data to live in a database on a server somewhere, or even some opaque data file on my own computer. I just wanted simple, plain text files that I could browse and read even without using the program. Lastly, I wanted to be able to run it on any device I had and eventually be able to sync between them. It was a tall order, and I simply couldn't find anything that checked all the boxes. Thus, Hammer was born. Primarily, Hammer is just a program. It runs on Linux, Windows, and Mac, as well as Android phones and tablets, with iOS support planned for the future. You have a list of projects that live in a directory in your Documents folder. These projects are also just folders. The individual contents are simple, human-readable text files. I will go into more depth in a future video about the features, but let me give you a high-level overview of how you write a story in Hammer. In Hammer, you write your story as a series of scenes. In a normal novel, each chapter would be composed of many scenes. You can create groups for your scenes, and you can rearrange them by simply clicking and dragging. We have a simple, rich text editor for writing the actual contents of the scenes, but don't expect anything fancy here. Next, we have notes. This can be anything. It's just a very simple place to catch any thought you've had about your story for later reference. Then we have the encyclopedia. This is where you can build out your characters, places, events, anything unique to your world. Lastly, we have the timeline. You can use this however you want. You could set up your major plot points. You could even use it for the larger timeline of your overall world. It's up to you. So that's a very high-level overview of the app, and I'll go into much greater depth about each of these features in later videos. So that's as simple as it is. You can just use this on one device, never go online, and it all just works. But if you have multiple devices, you'll probably want to sync your projects between them. For that, we have a sync server. You can host this on your own server, but if you don't have a server or you don't want to deal with it, or you really want to support this project, we run an official sync server at hammer.inc. However you host it, this will sync all of your projects between all of your devices. There's also a feature to share stories with readers, either publicly or privately. If you're interested in what other writers think, you can share them with the rest of the community on hammer.inc, which as of the time of recording this video is just me and one or two of my stories. So that's it. It's been a number of years in the making, and it's still got a long way to go. I'm very excited for the future of this project, and there's all sorts of new features I want to add. If this interests you, we have a Discord server, and you can join a community of open source enthusiasts and writers. Thanks for watching.